So you're probably wondering, what the fuck is Drew doing at the start of this YouTube video? This, my friend, is a little flask, but not like a big flask, because if you know me, or you've been watching this channel long enough, you know I don't like really anything above a flat white when it comes to coffee volume, but I fucking love coffee. And now, my beautiful mother, who is sat here, I want to stare at her, I want to put her on the spot. You got me this, didn't you? And what was it for? Me. It was for me. She's frozen up now. I'm 23, okay? These are the sort of birthday presents you get when you're 23. You think birthdays are gonna fucking suppress when you get older? No. The stuff just gets a lot less conventional, and the tiny little things like a flat white flask bring you weirdly a lot of fucking joy. Little tip for my self-employed homies, or if you just struggle to focus sometimes, and I think we all are very guilty of it, especially in a generation of short form content and all that. But I want to give you 2 tips which I've been using which work a fucking treat. Number 1 is I write down everything I need to do for the day. So like a big to-do list. Now you can either do this in 2 formats. To-do list, and then every task which is on your head where you're like, oh, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that. Or number 2, you can work it in like work blocks. So I like to do work blocks sometimes. I kind of vary between the 2. So I may do work block 1, work block 2, work block 3. But until the work block's done, I've got one of these, and it's basically a timer. And I do 25 minutes on, and I do 7.5 minutes off. Yeah, very weird split. But it works for me. So I do 25 minutes of work, taking my way through that to-do list. 7 minutes, or 7.5 minutes off, doing what I'm pleased. So it may be looking at cars, it may be having a little doom scroll. I'm awful for it, I know, okay? But, or going and grab a drink of water, or sticking on a podcast, something like that. So, yeah, little tip for you people. See, whilst I may be officially 3 days out of a diet, abs have not left for chat yet. And it was my birthday, so look up, still there somewhat. The urge to just send a fucking prep is crazy. But I know for a fact that if I run this maintenance period, get fresh, less fatigued, then I come to it in January, I'm gonna fucking do min. And I don't mean that by competition standard, I mean by my fucking standard. Real simple. I get the thumbnail here right now. Look up, striated triceps back in. I know, crazy stuff. It's gonna be one cold winter though. Rice pudding with, you know the fucking drill, Perform Whey. I've been using Perform genuinely for about 3 years now. It is fucking best. And again, you know guys, I don't promote shit I don't use. And that is good. I get it from Full Bore Sports. I don't actually get it from Perform. I get it from Full Bore Sports because I'm affiliated with them, because they also do other supplementation. Pre-workouts, proteins, post-workouts technically. I know it sounds weird. Like stuff which can bring you into a parasympathetic relaxed state. All very good. Like at the moment, I'm rocking that. And when I say stuff which brings you into a relaxed state, I've got this stress support hot chocolate, which basically has got a bunch of ingredients. I'm not gonna get into a tacky stuff, which down regulates the production of stress hormones. Now stress is important, we need it, but helps you go into like a nice relaxed state in the evening. And it's in the form of hot chocolate. So if you're like me, you need like a little beverage before you go to bed, whilst watching something on the TV. For me, it's either, at the moment, a 0 sugar Tango Mango, or one of them, depending how I'm feeling. Fucking goated. Hey babe, wait. Can't even fucking do a YouTube intro. Hey babe, wake up. A new Monster flavor dropped. Fucking hell. A fucking new Monster flavor dropped as well. It's the Lando Norris one. It's got a funky little thing to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know this is sad. Fucking hell, 23 and reviewing monsters on a YouTube channel. Oh my god. But anyway, I do like the Lewis Hamilton one. It's my actual favourite like daily one. If you know me, my favourite is the Ultraviolet. They don't do it anymore. We do it in Poland though. I went to Poland in fucking January. It's delicious. I've had this before, but it's like a pear flavour. It's quite nice, it's subtle. Not as good as Lewis Hamilton though. Not as good as Lewis Hamilton. It is good though. I'll give it its props. I'd say it's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Ultraviolet being 10 out of 10. Lewis Hamilton being a 9 out of 10. White Monster being an 8.5. I think rated, but over fucking rated. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of a digestion walk, and I'm gonna go to finish off my check-ins before it's time for fucking legs. All you've been waiting for. Motherfucker, I've got a new affiliate slash sponsor slash athlete. I don't fucking know, but I'm associated with them. So obviously, I am affiliated with Full Bore Sports. Code Drew. Supplements, again, protein, pre-workout, fucking sleepy hot chocolate, all the above. But that's actually my only sort of affiliate I have with other companies. And obviously, you know, the gym world is a very wide world, okay? So, when Hardbody reached out to me and was like, yo Drew, we fucking love what you're doing. Like, have you tried our shit before? And I have, that's the thing. And I'll always sit here and say to you guys, I will only promote shit which I actually fucking use or have ever used, and I've used a lot of their stuff before, and some of it, honestly, I haven't used before. I've used a lot of wrist straps, I've used cuffs before, I've used wrist support. I've never used the belt though, so I've got a box to go through here. So first of all, I've got a big fat fucking belt, so I sit here like fucking thumbnail achieved. Again, if you don't know what a belt does, you basically tie it around your waist and it gives you something to brace against really fucking hard, which actually, I find, as I speak to a lot of clients about, massively helps with your lifts. Then we've got a good old little shaker, which is awesome. And then we're on to the nitty gritty. So first of all, we've got some wrist support, which again, if you don't know, it is to basically neutralize the wrist joint during presses, turning it from a triple joint movement to a double joint movement, or fairly neutralizes. I mean, these are fucking thick, like thick, mate. Used them already, absolutely fucking mint. I use these single ply knee sleeves, which for myself, I don't tend to use them because I've got into the kind of routine in the past of using other brands, like thicker brand ones. But these are single ply, and these just kind of take the edge off, which is really nice, especially when you've got granddad knees like myself. What else have we got? We've got these wrist straps as well. I was very surprised by these, I'm not gonna lie. When they sent these out, I was like, yes, fucking, they've got the rubber lining on them, which means they attach nice to fucking anything. I'm gonna be driving with them to the fucking gym. What else have we got? We did get some elbow sleeves, which is nice. Again, as you get leaner, your tissues require a little bit more stability, in which I think a single ply provides that, and maybe a double ply provides too much of that, which means you just turn into a power lifter. And then my favorite thing they do, cuffs. They've got these really fucking good quality cuffs, which you can use for anything from glute kickbacks to fucking abductions. You can use them for tricep extensions, bicep curls, fucking side delt raise, rear delt raise, front delt raise, pec flies, pec presses on cables. Awesome. So if you want to go grab some stuff, really good quality stuff, and again, like I said, I would never promote stuff which isn't something which I believe in. It's why I promote my online coaching so much. Code Drew10 at checkout. Awesome people. Pleasure to have you guys witness the fucking come up. I want to say the come up. I've always been like a slow, steady sort of grind person. If you're not noticed, I've never blown up on socials, but I also don't kind of want to. I enjoy this really slow, steady climb. I'm just picking up a few things every now and again. Having companies which I want to work with message me. It's fucking awesome. So, cheers to that, people. Have a little fucking sip of the pear monster. The car yaps fucking continue. Let's fucking go. On the way to train legs now. And again, I kind of touched base on it a little bit earlier of what muscle groups I really need to bring up. Oh, when I say really, there's not many which fucking stand out through the moon because I've spent the last 2 years working on them relentlessly. So effectively, I would say my physique is a relatively, being the important word, balanced physique now. From the lower department, the calves, they're always something which need to grow. But again, there's a level of structural and also my left calf, like nervous system, neurological, I believe the word would be, if we're looking for big fancy words, which isn't ticking. Effectively, I've got a fuck ton of scar tissue on my left shin because I broke it when I was like 16. So I struggle to connect with that a lot. And it would require a horrendous amount of attention of unilateral calf work, which I just don't simply have the time to do, and I don't think it would benefit me more than I would if I was just going to prioritise other muscle groups. So calves are always going to be an issue, but they're still getting worked on. They've improved, but they're still getting worked on. Quads and hamstrings, I would say, are relatively even now. I mean, it's a tricky one from progress photos because my quads are going to hold a little bit less fat compared to my hamstrings. My hamstrings and my glutes are always a thing to come in. But the main thing out of quad, hamstring, and glute is the fucking glute. So again, if you know kind of muscle mechanics and stuff, you know that a lot of glute exercises are also going to involve a bit of a hamstring, just because of the hamstring being a biarticular joint, meaning it crosses over the hip. Meaning that when you do a hip movement, usually there's a form of hamstring in there, like a hip thrust or an RDL. So primarily on the lower half as well, somewhere which I'm gonna just I put up there with my priority is adductor. My adductors from the front are fucking mint. They're not bad, and this is not me saying they're bad, but with my lower being relatively well balanced now, I know the one thing which I can make stupidly big is my adductors, and that's going to give me that X-frame look. So that and glute really are going to be two of the biggest priorities, then hamstring, then quad, and then calf somewhere near the top end of that range. In terms of my upper body, I'm going to do a lot of ab work. Again, abs are something I've been slacking on, I ain't going to lie, chief. But again, I kind of get away with it just by the amount and the force at which I brace. I do find I just get relatively good development from that, or maintain good development from that. My biceps need a lot of work, which is exciting. So I've got a bicep exercise second in my upper day now, which is fucking cool. Biceps need work. Triceps don't really as much. Triceps never really do. And to be honest, apart from that, I would probably say my lats maybe a little bit more on my upper back thickness, just because I had a little bit of what's it called, distal bicep tendinopathy issue within my right bicep, meaning my biceps are a little bit less developed than I would like them to be, and consequently my back is a little bit less developed than I would like it to be. So there's going to be a lot of lat work and also a lot of upper back work in as a priority. But yeah, it's fucking exciting times, because it's a cool phase where I haven't been in this phase before, really, where it's the only really appropriate time, I think, for someone who's a little bit robotic like myself to run a maintenance phase as a direction, just because it means that I can still progress, just because I'd say I'm fairly advanced. I don't know if that's arrogant to say when it comes to actual training standards and intensity, so I can get away with rinsing it, especially when I've got more carbs in my system now. That's going to translate into actual performance, and also it's a little bit of a mindset switch. And again, most stuff is driven by tension overload, by progressive overload, by putting more mechanical tension across the tissue week on week on week on week, and that's something I'm able to do because I'm just cool like that, okay? But we're on our way to a gym. I'm actually in talks with someone about a car. I know I spoke about this last week and a few people messaged me about it. I'm not going to say what car, because I want it for the next fucking YouTube video. I've told a few people because I'm a giddy little cunt, okay? But saying that, we'll see. Potentially I'm going to be going to pick up a car from, I think it's from Bournemouth, next week, if it goes through. I don't want to fucking jinx myself, because last time I didn't, okay? Fucking didn't. So I'm gonna go bury myself on legs now. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a laugh. When I say laugh, I mean we're gonna fucking destroy ourselves. I did injure myself a little bit on Sunday doing a shoulder press, which basically I got something called scapulothoracic bursitis, which is the tissue between your scapula and your rib cage. As your scapula glides over your rib cage during a press, during protraction, during retraction, during depression, and I don't know, oppression? I don't fucking know the opposite. Elevation, okay. Effectively, my scapula moved in a bit of an unorthodox manner, which pinched on a bit of the soft tissue in between my rib cage and my scapula, and it got aggravated. But it is better now. It's happy. So we're going to test the water today and see how it is. Okay. I'm going to love you and leave you guys now, and we're going to crack on from there. So bring on the fucking sick leg session. If you want to grow your legs, watch how I fucking train, and this is how you do it. finished. Legs has been fucking smashed, mate. Really good session. If you couldn't tell, I left my tripod at home, so that whole session was spent trying to balance my fucking £2,000 camera on just different little things in the gym. One of them was a foam roller, one of them was a heel raise. Fuck me, that's terrifying. But first session of the maintenance phase ticked off. Baseline numbers logged, and now we're just gonna aim to beat them. Real simple stuff. Again, it's a fun game, this. And it's weird because it's like, I mean, I've got a little bit more food in me than I did last week this time. But it's like, you always forget that body fat is king. It's like, it's not really about how much food you got in you. If you're lower body fat, you're gonna feel a bit shit while you train. And I felt a bit shit whilst I was training. At least for the first 2 exercises or 3. I was like, holy shit, I've still got like everything else. But I had a little second wind, I believe the word is. So I want to go inside, I want to eat my fucking chicken and rice as always, because I'm a little biddy builder, mate. And we're going to go from there, because I've got 2 client calls this evening, a consult and 2 setups to do. I know, coaching's going well, busy. Have a coffee. You are being filmed right now. People, make your mother's decaf coffee. Rating?
It's just very, very nice.
Very nice. I need a rating for taste and I need a rating for visual latte art.
Visual, it's got to be a 12 out of 10.
This fucker just lies to me. Taste? It was a pretty shit pour. It wasn't the best, but it still tastes good.
Very nice.
It's a very long pour. It wasn't too fast. Yes. Mate, I'm actually a fucking chef. 200 grams of chicken breast, some spring onions, some kimchi, which is fermented red cabbage. It's Korean. A few gherkins, because gherkins, because why the fuck not? They're tasty. I've got 100 grams of basmati rice and also around 50 to 75 grams of mixed leaves. Can't tell me that's not a solid post-workout meal, mate. I'm gonna leave the YouTube video there just because my evening doesn't really consist of anything else other than client work. I've got a fucking, I want to show you a list of shit your boy needs to do. And that takes priority, unfortunately. And fortunately, I don't think my clients would be happy with me filming a whole call. I mean, I've got a call with Bardia right now. Bardia, I know you're watching. And I'm sure he would be. He would love it. You'd just start posing, mate. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, as always. Let me know what you want to see next. We are in this weird bit between pre-prep and prep now. It's very exciting though, because lots of cool visuals, fucking epic training, and life is good, okay? So, if you need supplements, code Drew at Full Bore Sports. If you need equipment now, code Drew10 at Hardbody. Let's fucking go from there, people. I'll see you guys in the next video. Win your fucking day. Win your fucking day. People, I lie. This is not the end of the video. Somebody wants to say hi.
Hey. This is actually meant because I'm going to see myself at the cardio.
Bardia, mate. Bardia.